Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to The Charging, Volume 4 for our Late Start Professional Learning on Wednesday, December 13th. The topic for Wednesday's Late Start, grading practices, an opportunity to have some professional dialogue around our district's grading fixes. I want to start with some context. Why grading practices as the topic? What you see here and you've seen before is our pyramid of priorities for the 2017-18 school year. Everything that we're trying to do from a professional learning perspective is grounded in our CSIP goals for this year. The top two layers of our pyramid, the standards-based guaranteed and viable curriculum, as well as effective instructional practices, can be seen in a different graphic. This one is from the district's Grading for Learning website, where you see the standards-based instructional practices as well as the standards-based grading practices are all part of both the pyramid of priorities for us as well as the district's larger Grading for Learning initiative. To this point in the year, our professional learning has focused on that concept of backward design, trying to ensure that we all have a common understanding and mindset related to a standards-based instructional approach to practice. We see that grading fixes, again, is an extension of or something in sort of concert with our work with backward design, as it's still part of our efforts under Grading for Learning. So that's why we're choosing grading fixes as a topic for Wednesday. In addition, we've gotten feedback through the surveys from all of you that people would like an update of where we're at with Grading for Learning, both pilot groups and then us as a district. So we also thought that was a topic area that made a lot of sense based on your feedback. And then finally, there's a call on the district level, both at our sister high schools, East and West, as well as the district's Grading for Learning committee, about can we get all of the high schools to do some common work around Grading for Learning, specifically the grading practices at the late start. So these are kind of that's the context as to why we picked grading fixes for Wednesday. As we've done each and every time, we want to begin with our learning targets. So our goals for Wednesday is to grow our collective understanding of both our current grading fixes that we've implemented this year, as well as a conversation about the grading fixes that will be implemented in the fall of 2018. We want to spend some time having some dialogue around those, as well as getting an update on the career and life skills rubric, which has gone through some revisional improvements based on some work of the pilot staff, as well as our CSS teams at the different high schools to try to make the career and life skills rubric really what we want it to be. So we want to have some time spent with that. And then we want to make sure that we've created some opportunity for professional collaboration within our department PLCs. So the specific plan to accomplish our learning targets is within department PLCs. We've put together a grading fixes resource packet. Basically, it's resources from the Grading for Learning staff handbook that has both current grading fixes that we've implemented, descriptions, as well as the two upcoming grading fixes that will be implemented in the fall, as well as that career and life skills rubric. So we put that together as a packet. You're going to get a physical copy in your mailbox early this week, but it's also posted in our Google Classroom. So we put that together to help you have the context for the discussion. And then we've also put together a PLC discussion form, a Google form that we're going to ask all PLCs to discuss with and complete. Basically, it's a series of guiding questions for your group to walk through the process and to provide feedback on where you're at with this and questions that you may have. So within PLCs, you're going to use that packet to help complete that form and have professional dialogue. And then, as we always do at the end of our time together on Wednesday, we're going to ask that you complete that learning feedback survey to give us feedback on how it went. Specifically, what we'd like you to do prior to Wednesday is 1, to watch the charging, which you're doing now. 2, make sure that you are going to bring your Chromebook and that packet that you'll receive to the late start meeting. So you have both of those resources with you. Decide as a PLC where at North you'd like to meet during our late start. And then finally, there's a one-page purpose and belief statement that's going to be posted in Google Classroom, as well as we'll give you a copy of it in your mailboxes. We'd like you to review that. It's the context, it's the why, as to why the district, why are we pursuing grading for learning as an initiative. So we'd like you to read that one more time, as you've read it probably many times before. And then just take a look at that grading resources, grading fixes resources packet that you'll receive. Just take a look at it so you've seen a little bit of it before you come together as a PLC. So thank you. Thank you for viewing the charging. We will see you Wednesday morning. Please make sure you're on time and you are prepared for class. We will start promptly at 7:15. So make sure you're on time for that and ready. Don't want you to go on the naughty list this close to Christmas. Have a great one.